Polluted Thoughts Podcast, real talk with real people. I'm your host, Colin Gary. We're live, Keat.
What's good, my guy?
My guy.
How you doing, man?
We were talking about...
Fuck, that's delicious.
Yes, that's what we were talking about. Good, thank you. I'm glad you remembered.
I remembered.
Yeah, we went to one of like... I don't know if it's necessarily one of his spots per se, but like his vibe of a spot. It was just like Bangladesh.
Was it on one of his episodes?
It was not.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. It could have been, and I'm just fucking like non-cultured in all of the fuck that's delicious stuff, you know. But it was like some Bangladesh spot.
No good.
My uncle, dude, the food was good. Okay, like, the food was good. And it was like some biryani or whatever the fuck. Like, it's like borderline Indian, you know?
Gotcha.
And like a lot of rice.
I never really
and stuff.
tried much of that food.
Me neither.
I've heard good stuff.
Yeah. And I had to via Action Bronson. So like I had sent my uncle like a video, and he like, got like a vibe of what I wanted to try. Right. And like he was trying like fucking the video I sent. He was trying like fucking kebab meat and shit like that. And then like I get brought to the spot.
Nothing like that.
And the food. Let me rephrase. The food was not bad. I got 2 bites in. I ate like so. It was like they had like a lot of rices. We got like 2 different kinds of rice. Like one was this kind, one was this kind.
Yeah.
My uncle like walks into any spot like he owns it kind of thing and be like, my man, like I need one spicy, one no spicy. Like let's get it going. You know,
seems like the man.
He is, dude. I'm not joking. When you walk through the neighborhood of Astoria, it's like Patty.
No shit.
Like, hey, oh, what's up, John? Hey, like it's
I can't
like
wait to go meet him.
Crazy shit. You'll love him. He's the best.
I bet.
And anyway, so like he took us to this place, and it was hot as balls, bro. Like, and like it was first 2 bites fine.
Right.
Third bite, I went, did I just eat a stick?
No shit.
And I'm like chewing it, I swallow it, I go in for the third bite, and then I just start sweating profusely.
Yeah?
Profusely.
That's no good.
And like, my mouth's on fire. It was the, I'm telling you, bro, it was the hottest shit ever. Like, ever, bro. I went.
See, I probably like that.
Maybe
too hot.
Dude, no, they called this shit an insano pepper, is what my boy Brian said it was.
Maybe I wouldn't like it then.
And I went downstairs into the fucking walk-in and pulled out like the jug of milk and just started pouring myself glasses in the basement of the bar, like pounding glasses.
That sounds rough.
But yeah, dude, Action Bronson, the best. Like when I brought that up, I was like,
I gotta tap in. I haven't really watched too many of that. I mean, I haven't even heard of it, to be honest.
Yeah, well, now that you're on the food reviews, bro.
You know what I mean?
Now that you've got tapped in,
inspiration from.
Yeah, so where did the inspiration for that come from? Was it just like doing the shit with Zavian and him telling you to just do
Shout
your
out
own
to
thing?
Zavian, bro. Definitely 100% full force on him. He got me into this shit. I just started off doing like co-hosting with him and shit, doing different things, and I fell in love with it. It's fun. And then when I started doing my own, I went to Orlando last week. Yeah. Did my first vlog. And Zavian texted me the night before. He's like, bro, if you don't fucking vlog down there, I'm going to beat that shit out of you when you get back. So as soon as I got to the airport, turned the fucking vlog on.
So how was that experience? Your first time like vlogging in public?
You know what? After doing it with Zavian a few times, it's kind of like second nature now. Okay. And I told Zavian like in the beginning, I'm like, I don't think I'm comfortable with holding a fucking phone and walking around vlogging because I'm just like, I'm not really quiet, but it's just like I don't like attention on me.
Yeah, I also just don't want to fuck with people. Like, no one wants like. Or, let me rephrase that. Not.
And people are judgmental. Like,
But
you know what? Now I don't give a fuck what people think.
Good.
Like I'm having fun with it. Editing's my favorite part.
Editing is fun.
Editing the vlog is a blast. I have so much more fun with that.
What are you using?
Bro. I use CapCut.
Okay.
When I use my phone, so you know, if eventually down the line, if I have like
some bigger
Brett
videos
film my stuff or whatever, because we have some shit lined up. So when that happens, then I'm probably gonna end up going on either he uses Adobe.
Yep, that's what I use.
Or Zavian uses what does he use? You know, probably better than me.
DaVinci Resolve.
DaVinci, yeah. So I don't know. I'll tap into one of those.
DaVinci's good.
But CapCut, I'm like fucking professional.
I would get DaVinci. It's like
DaVinci.
That's probably like
more like
within the
dumbed
next
down a little bit.
I don't know about the software itself. I'm more thinking like pricing wise. I pay like $25.
Well, I think he has the free one. DaVinci, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay, maybe.
I think there's a free version.
There's a free version, but there's also like if you go to the App Store here, there's one of like the top selling paid for apps is like a major editing.
No shit.
But dude, like Adobe, like fucking Deadpool 2, I'm pretty sure was edited on.
No way.
Yeah,
that's
like
crazy.
they edit whole movies.
I believe it. Yeah, I mean, I've used Adobe because when Brett filmed me and Zeke's video, I'm Knowing, in Boston a bit back, he was using my computer at the studio. And he downloaded his Adobe on there, so I was using it for a little bit, fucking around. But
where the fuck do I find the?
I can't lie though, CapCut is so like easy.
Oh, I love CapCut. That's what I use for all my all my edits and stuff. You know, it just it makes it so easy.
So easy, bro. And I like learn. I have the pro version. I pay $8 a month or whatever, but.
I should just do that because you get all the fonts, you get all the transitions, all the No, CapCut's
dope. I mean, really easy to use.
Yes,
I definitely would recommend it. I mean, if you're using your phone for videos and stuff, load it right in.
Most definitely. Shout out to fucking Sam Buck. Sam Buck got me hip to that shit.
No shit. Yeah, shout out Sam Buck.
We were just smoking one day.
You got me hip to him. Me and Zavian watched a couple of his
Bro, yeah, dude, the other day. First of all, he's been on like a sick run lately.
We watched you guys' podcast.
Oh, okay. That's
what we watched.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Seems like
seems like a cool. He's been on a crazy run. Like I'm saying, he went to he did some shit with Teflon Hoop.
No shit.
He did some shit with, which is fucking Bory Rock.
Yeah. Okay.
And then he went and did fucking OT. Fucking
shout out OT.
He did
real,
yeah,
man.
Dude. He did
That's my dog.
He did Benny the Butcher show at the House of Blues.
That's crazy.
And
that was the other night.
Sam Buck hosted that.
That was like 2 nights ago.
Yeah, Sam Buck hosted that. Dude,
no shit.
My producer. Shout out my boy Evan, wise guy. This was crazy. Out of the blue, sends me just a picture of him and Sam Buck.
No way.
On the streets
and
outside of
House of Blues?
Yeah, outside of it was
I just
Fenway's
seen one of my boys on Snapchat. He was there. I seen a video of him.
But no, Sam Buck went on a crazy run this last week. He fucking,
him,
out there with fucking OT, Benny the Butcher.
Bro, that's crazy.
Wise guy, my homie. Yeah.
OT the real. I got something planned with him. I ain't gonna talk about it, but
OT the real is the realest. The fact that he shows love to you, especially now that he's in his height of what he's doing.
I mean, technically he's from Fitchburg, right? So when I first got hip to his music, he dropped a song called My Hood, and it was filmed.
I watched that music video the other day. Yeah. It was filmed right over on River Street, I think, right?
A few spots. They were on Myrtle. They were over by the college. They did a few different scenes, but probably.
Maybe I watched it now.
But that's when I hit him up and I added him and I was like, yo, your music's fire, this and that. And that's before he was like...
So where were you,
18,
17, 18?
Probably 17, 18, yeah. And I remember I posted on Facebook and I was like, I got a banger. Who wants to hop on it? And he commented and was like, send it. And I was like, no fucking way. Because And
that was that song you showed me,
kind of like, no dick riding shit, but on some fangirl shit. I was like, oh, T's about to hop on my song? For real, because I was a fan. Bro. And I sent it over to him and 3 days later he sent it back. This was back in the day, 2015, 2016. But I got a song with OT.
That's great. It went out, right? It was on
SoundCloud. It's on SoundCloud somewhere.
What's the name of it?
Fall.
I'm not gonna fall. You showed me and you were like, I don't really fuck with my show. Let me skip through. I was like, no. I liked it.
So young, you know. It was like,
I liked it. Well, it was cool to hear you on a different vibe. You know what I mean? Because you're on more.
I mean, he killed it, bro. I'm so blessed to have that feature, man.
That was super cool.
It.
I mean, dude, I think...
But yeah, over the years, here and there, I'll tap in with him and we'll chop it up or whatever, but I got some shit coming with him soon, and it's going to be exciting.
You're talking about, fangirling, and I don't think that's necessarily what it is, because...
Yeah, not exactly, but I was very excited, you know? Because I looked up to him. He was first off, he's from Fitchburg, right? Yeah. He's doing what I want to do, and he fucking damn near made it. Now he did.
Yeah, at the
back
time,
in the day, he was blowing up, so... It was pretty crazy. It was cool to...
I think, but that's really what it's all about.
Because I don't know anybody else from the city who got a song with him. You know what I mean?
Either.
So I think it was just he appreciated me showing love and shit.
Yeah.
He was like, fuck it, send me the song.
Maybe someone from I don't know, back in the day, but I can't even think of Nano.
You're probably right. I don't think so.
No. I fucked with
Shout out Nano, though. That's my guy.
Nano, it's pronounced. I've been saying it wrong.
Nano, I don't know. They both.
Whatever, but he's fire.
Shout out to him.
97,
bro.
My 97 Corolla.
When I was little, it was with Joyner.
Yeah.
I actually...
That's shot down over
my
there.
My first live performance was I opened for Joyner Lucas.
What?
This is 2017.
You opened for Joyner?
Might have been 2016, yeah.
Where?
Naga Nightclub, it was called, in Boston.
That's
I don't
crazy.
think it's still open. But Naga Nightclub, yeah.
That's insane.
And funny enough, when Joyner went on, Nano pulled up just to watch his performance. Yeah. And Joyner was like, what do you guys want me to play? You guys tell me.
97.
And everyone was like, 97, 95 Camry.
95 Camry. Thank you.
And he's like, yo, is Nano here? Where's Nano? And Nano fucking went on stage and performed with him. Yeah, it was dope.
That's sick as fuck.
Shout out Nano. Nano's my guy.
That was my freshman year of high school. I discovered that. I've been out for probably a couple of years. Because my boys played basketball with Brad Piff.
Yeah. I know Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
I know his son, DeAndre. As well.
So my boys are all DeAndre went to Lunenburg up until like I don't know fifth. Whenever you can go off to go play basketball somewhere else.
Right. Yeah, because then he went to a prep school.
No, he went to I think he went to like a Catholic school first, and then
St.
he went
Anthony's.
and then he went off.
When I was a kid, I was at St. Anthony's.
Oh, okay.
And then I left there, but my brother still went there. My brother played basketball. Like,
but then he played with Fendi at Winchton.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Winchton.
Yeah, and they had it was like him, Fendi, and Pridgeon.
No shit.
And they were nasty as fuck. But anyways, he played with my boys. So my boys all knew who he was. Obviously, they were boys with him,
so
and they knew his dad.
Right.
So we used to bump the Piff Boys.
That's
like
awesome.
on our way to like all our summer league basketball game, dude.
N.A.N.O.
all the time.
Don't know what it is that I got, but I know others wish they
my
had
boys
it.
know every word to that song.
That's so
like
funny.
we would put that on, and
I do too.
We'd put that shit on, dude. Not too long ago, I'm driving.
His little brother JJ, shout out JJ, that's my dog. You know.
I don't know.
You know JJ?
No.
He makes music too. He's Ellis.
I don't think so. You have to give me hip.
I'll get you hip. He's fire. He's a good kid.
I was driving down over here past the park. I'm at the stop sign, and I looked to my left, and there's Brad Piff in a truck.
No shit.
I said, no fucking way. So I literally spun the block.
That's funny.
Came back around, and he was parked, because I know he lives right, like, somewhere near me. Yeah. So I was like, oh, fuck, like, I know he's over there. So I pull up, and he's, like, still in his truck in his driveway. I was like, yo! I was like, yo!
That's
like,
funny.
I don't know if you know who I am. But like, I was like, I'm a fan. All my boys fuck with you. I was like, and then he was like, super cool, being like, yeah, bro. He's like, if you ever want to send me,
he's really big in the community too. Yeah, with, like, basketball, working with kids. Shout out to Brad. I don't know him personally, but
I don't really either. It was like my only like face-to-face interaction with him, and he was like, if you ever need any like DJ spinning or fucking anything on your track, send me over. I'll do some production. He's great people.
When I was like a freshman, that's when I first started like recording music at my house and stuff.
Yeah.
And Nano was like a senior, I think.
Okay.
And that's when Nano started like putting videos and stuff out. And like, you know, I was like, yo, this kid goes to my school. He's fire. So I tapped him. I have a song with Nano too from like 2012 or some shit.
Damn.
It's called Fitchburg's Finest. It's on,
I have a song called Fitchburg Finest.
No shit.
Yeah,
that's a small world, bro. That's funny.
I listened to him after. That's crazy.
Yeah,
it's a small world.
Nano, I was heavy on Nano when I was young. I thought he was like
the shit.
He was the GOAT out here for a bit, bro.
But,
him and 40 Stacks. I looked up to them like crazy when I was little.
Yeah,
because they were like him, 40, then my boy Els, Ali Rotten. I don't know if you know Els.
No.
Them three were like putting off in the city, dropping music videos and all that. So, and also John King. There's a few of them. Fucking Fresh to Flipper, Prophet Fam, shout out to all that.
I mean, OT's though is definitely the biggest one to come
he blew
out of our area.
Bro. And now he's doing, like you said, he's working with Benny the Butcher. Millie's, bro, he's going on. No, I'm sorry, Millie's is going on tour with Joyner. But anyways,
I mean, I think OT was just on tour with Benny.
He said his tour ends Monday. I just talked to him today.
That's crazy.
He said his tour's over Monday, and then we gonna tap it.
Those ciphers that he put out that you showed me
were crazy.
The craziest shit. The you put me onto the On the Radar.
On the Radar one was crazy.
I-95.
Orange Room. He's done Sway's World. He's done all of them.
The acapella one too.
Oh yeah. Yep. That's when he fresh out of jail. Yeah.
That one was sick.
Nah, he's the GOAT. I think he's one of the best lyricists out right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's
just gutter.
I would say,
street shit.
Yeah.
He goes crazy.
Gutter is like the best way to describe his
100%.
delivery. It's like
100%.
I showed my uncle Sean. He was like, I did not expect that.
Did you recognize him?
No, he's like, I feel like I know this guy. He didn't really recognize his face, and then I was like, yeah, like this guy, and then he was like, I kind of like something, and he's like, maybe.
Right.
I mean, just being around Fitch, I'm sure they fucking know people who know people. It's a small city.
Nah, for sure. I don't know his whole story about when he dipped out of here, but he went to Philly when he was, I want to say...
what year was that?
I don't know. When I started talking to him, he was already in Philly.
Yeah.
So, I don't know the whole story of, his situation and why he went down there, but I know he's been, he puts on for Philly. Like, he reps Philly.
Yeah, so he doesn't rep Fitchburg anymore.
He shouts us out, you know what I mean? But, yeah, he's definitely, Philly.
Yeah.
Philly for sure.
You know what else is kind of crazy about Fitch was Notre Dame Academy.
Yeah, bro.
Which was I guess, a bit more.
You won't even believe me, bro, but I smoked with Michael Beasley.
Dude, I 100% believe.
Do you?
Yes, because people.
I was like 13.
I lived down on Walton Street when I was a kid, and for like a year, maybe a little bit more, and I would go across the street, and there was a park over there.
Yep,
and I would go
there, right?
And I
think we talked about this last time.
Yeah, I feel like we did. Yeah, and I don't remember Beasley himself being there. It could have been, and I just was completely unaware, you know, because there was heads there all the time.
Right.
But, like, there were people there all the time be like, fucking, Mike Beasley owes me fucking 2 packs of Marlboros, bro. like that was all the time, bro. Funny. And, you know, there was, like, that time. I think I told you about this know him, but... Carmelo Anthony's best friend. The guy was like, yo, I'm Carmelo Anthony's...
You just told me about that, yeah.
And I was like, no, you're not.
No fucking way.
And, like, I mean, me personally not being like, you fucking bullshit. I was like, 9 or 10, but like everyone was like, nah.
And he called him, right?
And he called him, yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, he also was like windmilling. It was like the first person I'd ever seen to like really like fucking. I don't know who the fuck.
He probably met Melo at a camp or some shit.
Yeah,
that's my dog.
Yeah, definitely.
Some shit like that. That's cool though.
Yeah, super cool. Because fucking actually,
got some history, bro.
You know that because Beasley went to Oak Hill.
Oh yeah.
Prior to going to Notre Dame.
I didn't even know that.
And like he might have.
I don't even know what Oak Hill is.
Oh, okay. So Oak Hill is like a very prestigious prep school for basketball.
Okay.
So like it is the #1 school probably like of all time.
Oh no shit.
They've like KD went there for a little. He didn't graduate there, but KD went there.
No shit.
Fucking.
Cole Anthony?
No. LaMelo, not LaMelo. Fucking Jesus Christ. Carmelo. I don't know why I couldn't fucking say his name.
LaMelo.
Beasley went there for a little bit.
No shit.
Brandon Jennings went there. Huh?
Oak Hill's in Mass?
No, Oak Hill's in like Ohio or something like that. Okay. So like he went to Oak Hill first.
Yeah.
And then he graduated from Notre Dame Prep. Yeah. Gotcha. I can look up like notable and Oak Hill people, but like this team is just like I saw it the other day on a post, and it was like building the best Oak Hill team, and it was who else was Jackson. Steven Jackson.
Oh yeah,
he went there too.
Shit.
Yeah, so like he was like
Jackson's a gangster, bro.
He is. He was touring the school, and then they were like build like your starting 5 based on who was here.
Oh, okay. That's
and
cool.
then like Beasley commented like, "I'll 6-man that squad."
That's fine.
And I commented, "Yo, don't forget about Notre Dame Prep. Don't forget about us in Fitchburg or something like that." Yeah. But like,
when I first started going to Notre Dame games, that's when Mike Beasley was playing. So when he went to the league, it was like crazy. That's what it was. Josh Smith and Rajon Rondo were on the same team. Too? Cole Anthony actually did go there. No shit.
But that's crazy. You said that. Stackhouse, Steve Blake, Rod Strickland, Kevin Durant, Dwayne Bacon, Michael Beasley.
Wow.
Keldon Johnson, Brandon Jennings, Ben Davis, Cameron Thompson.
Wow.
Actually, Cameron Thomas.
That's crazy.
Just like a ridiculous.
I never even heard of Oak Hill.
Yeah, they're like right up, like they were the team that would be playing like LeBron when they would go to that like fucking thing. You know what I mean? It was this team is just every year they bring out someone who's just disgusting.
That's fire, bro.
Best prep school in the nation. But Notre Dame, we also had like Steven Adams came out of there.
Did he?
Yeah,
I know that.
Yeah,
I know Kem Birch. Remember him? Mm-hmm. He didn't really play in the NBA too long, but I remember him because I was like 7th, 8th grade playing ball, and
he got drafted.
I found him on Facebook, so I added him. So I'm friends with him on Facebook, and he
got drafted.
Yep.
There was another dude who got drafted with like the 60th pick. He went to like the Pistons in like 06. I forget his name. Yeah, I forget his name.
That's dope.
Fire.
Yeah, a lot of good players came.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, fucking Steven Adams. My boys were like, dude, we saw Steven Adams play when we were like in 5th grade or whatever.
He's an animal, bro.
What? Yeah,
he's still an animal.
I don't know how the fuck he ended up at Notre Dame Academy.
No kidding. Where's he from? No idea.
New Zealand.
Oh wow.
Or something like that. Australia.
Wow.
Steven Adams is New Zealand. I don't. That's what I'm saying. I have no fucking idea how he ended up in Fitchburg, Mass.
That's nuts.
Notre Dame was somewhat prestigious.
They were a pretty big school. Yeah.
They were like, I'm not sure if they were like. I think they were kind of on that like, not on the same level as like Oak Hill, but
Isn't
like
that crazy?
Those kind of tournaments.
You drive by Notre Dame, you're like, this does not look like a fucking.
Well, that's what made me think like Beasley coming from Oak Hill to Notre Dame, where Carmelo used to play. It's like someone else who probably was with Beasley or knows Beasley. You know what I mean? Just saying that shit, but like also Notre Dame Academy was
around the world too, of course.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's also not hard to get like somebody who like doesn't have a lot of eyes on them.
Right.
You're like, I'm more prep school. Exactly. Come here. We're not far from Worcester and Boston and da-da-da.
Fitchburg, Mass.
Dude, yeah, I mean, it must have been hot shit at the time, dude. Like, dude, we played. So Notre Dame Academy, by the time I got to high school, was no longer like a thing.
Gotcha.
Like, the boys' high school didn't exist anymore.
Right.
But they still had like a middle school.
Right.
And so
that was right next to Charter back in the day too, right?
I don't know if it was right next to Charter or
I think
if
Charter
it was
next to Notre Dame before they moved over to like
over there. Yeah, so they were like over by like what is that, Snow?
Yeah.
I think that's like right where their what the high school ended up. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So whatever they were before, whatever. We played. It was a summer league game in high school. We're going into our senior year.
Yeah.
In summer league, we played it at Monty Tech. You can pretty much pull up with anybody you want. Like, it doesn't matter because they don't know who's on a team. Your coach isn't your coach because the coach can't like do coaching stuff before
until
the season.
A certain date.
It's like illegal. So like the coach is like your homie's dad.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, the coach isn't even... Our coach didn't give a fuck. He was not there, ever. Like, he didn't come to one game. I don't even know if you can go, technically.
Probably not.
So, like, it was always our boy Cooper's dad. And, like, not that he didn't know what he was doing, but, like, he was also, like... We were all like, it's summer.
It was kind of, like, fun, you know? Yeah.
And, like, it's like the type of thing, like, you can show up... Like, one time, we showed up, like, 5 minutes late, blasted.
Yeah, I bet.
And, like, the coach... It wasn't Cooper, because Cooper was on vacation, so Cooper's dad wasn't there. It was our boy Jason's uncle, who's like an actual like varsity girls coach, like state champ type shit.
So he was like,
and so literally we walked in.
Guys are like,
we walk in at we're all like it was like dab card days. It was like we were late because we were buying dab cards.
No fucking shit.
And like we walked in, and I remember Rick went like, "Come on, let's go!" And like you like right when we walked in the door, I have my shoes in my hands still.
That's funny.
And
game's already
they're like 2 Monty Tech players are playing for us.
You didn't
like,
know them. Just
like, no, they're just like they were on like they had to play like later and they joined or whatever. Yeah. I dropped like fucking 25 in that game. I went crazy that game.
Actually, you played.
I was all right. I wasn't like in organized basketball. I didn't like ball out all of the time. But
at
like
the park, you go crazy.
I wouldn't even say that either. I had my moments. Like every once in a while, someone will like be like, "Yo, you remember that time you dropped 20 points in a quarter?" I was like, yeah, but I didn't score any more points after that.
You're not gonna believe it, bro. But like before high school, like Biddy League days, I ran the fucking league.
Yeah,
that was nice, bro. I swear.
Well, how old?
Like 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I went crazy.
Oh, okay.
And then I went to high school. My freshman team were undefeated. We beat St. John's by like 30. We were nice my freshman year. And I rode the bench. I was like 7th, 8th, man.
Well, at Fitch,
but I was not playing a lot.
You guys got a big school.
And like, you know, I was always like the little white boy. I went to high school and all these kids are like this fucking tall. I was like, damn. So I played freshman year and then I didn't play again. I was like, fuck this.
Well, it's funny because
I'm gonna be a rapper.
I had the other way around where it was like, I played basketball kindergarten, 1st grade.
Okay.
And I was playing kindergarten with kids who like when I got to high school at Lunenburg, like I don't know, you never switched schools, right? You did Fitchburg your whole life.
Yeah.
So like I left Lunenburg as a kid.
Yeah.
And then I came back in high school. So like when I came back, I saw these kids. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then when I came back, I saw these kids like, yo, this kid's 2 years older than me, and I was playing basketball with this kid.
That's crazy.
And so like I didn't score a bucket all year.
Yeah.
It probably did. I think I might have been 4 and then 5 like playing like my 2 years.
Well, when I played in 6th grade, I was at St. Anthony's. Then I switched to Memorial. But 6th grade, I was dropping like 20 a game.
On the Catholic kids?
Yeah, bro. That shit was easy. And then when I left St. Anthony's, I went to Memorial, and we tried to get me to be able to still play on St. Anthony's 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah.
Because I still was like, my parents were like in the parish.
Yeah.
So they tried to get me to play, but they didn't allow me to.
I didn't play ball.
No.
Like because
I think I started playing ball when I was in 4th grade.
Yeah, it was like right around when I started. Because like, I played at kindergarten or whatever, but then I didn't score a single bucket 2 years in a row. The only bucket I scored was the ref, who was our family friend, like picked me up.
No shit.
And like I put it in, you know what I mean? Like those are my buckets.
Bro. I sat in the driveway, dribbling, shooting for like, I want to say like 3 years straight, like every day.
I was just too small, so like, you know what I mean?
Throwing
the basketball was just too big for me as a kid. So like, and I was like, this was like prime baseball years for me.
I played baseball too. So I played baseball all through high school.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
Yeah, I was, Fitchburg High. I mean, we didn't win much.
I remember the day though that like basketball became like the thing.
The favorite.
Like not even the favorite, just like the moment it hit the spark that ended up like taking over like all of my interest was we were playing.
No, same here.
Outside.
Even after I stopped playing, I was like, I wish I could play basketball.
I just like, I don't know, something about, we were playing outside and I was playing with this like, there was this chick, I forget her name, but she was like good at ball. Like she played on like a travel team and like she was like ball's life type chick, you know?
Yeah.
And one other like kid and then this kid Brady who was like the fucking quarterback of our team.
Okay.
And I remember like I started kind of like saucing up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I put in a couple buckets and I was like, I'm all right at this. I'm all right.
Then you get confidence and then you can...
Yeah, and then my dad bought me a basketball hoop for my birthday that summer.
Right.
And then all of his friends chipped in and bought me a 3-point rack full of balls.
That's fire.
So, like, I started just grinding hard as fuck. But I was still, like, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, like you said, like your prime, dude, I was still like fucking.
Oh yeah.
I didn't play 8th grade.
But like, I mean, yo, a couple weeks ago, I still got a shot.
No, you do have a shot. I was surprised.
I was
surprised.
I don't got handles anymore or nothing like
your
that.
Your shot was
I
good.
can shoot. Yeah, that's about it.
I just thought, like, I don't know. I get to the point.
You seem nasty, bro. You seem nice.
I mean, like, if we're playing like non-people who are, I can like graze the rim type thing.
I can't even
get
close.
How
tall are you?
5'11".
You just got
maybe.
I'm like 5'7".
I got some pretty long arms and some pretty big hands.
I say I'm 5'8", but I'm like 5'7". if I'm lucky.
I'm like, I went to the doctors. They said I was 5'10" and 3/4, and I was like,
"You're 5'11".
I was like, "You can't give me that extra."
Although
like,
I watched a video of,
I was like, what the fuck?
I watched an interview of KG back in the day, and they were like, "Oh, I'm here with the 7-foot-tall center for the Boston Celtics." He's like, "I'm 6'11" and 3/4, 97 feet." He was pissed. He's like, "I ain't 7 feet."
Well, it probably doesn't sound as good to be 7 foot.
Right.
I mean,
he's like, "I'm not 7
I'll
feet."
take the 5'11" though. I'll tell people 5'10", 5'11". I don't really care.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal to me.
I lie. I'm like, I'm 5'8".
I'm exactly what the doctor said I was gonna be.
Yeah.
Minus like my weight, I guess I got to put on some weight. But once I get to my normal one, the doctor was pretty correct. I remember like being in there, the guy was like, "You're gonna be 5'10", 170 pounds."
No shit.
And that was this guy right here, Georges St. Pierre.
Yep.
The fighter.
Yeah.
5'10", 170 pounds.
Oh yeah.
Like that was his weight class. Was 170, and I was like,
dude,
he would fucking kill me. That guy.
Yeah, my dad's a big fan of UFC.
He has some of the like funniest he's like French Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
Super nice, like the most polite guy. The reason he got into martial arts is because he got bullied.
No shit.
So he was like getting bullied.
Same with Mike Tyson boxing.
Yeah,
you know,
kind of. Yeah.
Story.
Except he wasn't from the streets. He was from,
right,
you know what I mean.
Right,
like he had a much easier life.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, but he got into karate.
No shit.
And then like from karate, because the reason he was getting bullied is because he was a gymnast.
Oh yeah.
So he was like some crazy. I don't know if he was like super crazy, but like yeah. So like, he but then he like ended up.
Well, he showed all them motherfuckers what's up.
He did. He said some of the funniest shit.
Anybody.
He like the reason me bringing up the Canadian part was like he can't like be like insulting, like super insulting.
Right.
Like he's still like polite, even
Gotcha.
like. So he loses his belt, and then the guys who were fighting for the belt between them.
Yeah.
His old belt, and like he'd already fought again, so he was gonna face the winner of whoever wins his old belt.
Yeah.
And then they let him into the cage after the fight, and he goes, "I am not impressed by your performance."
He wasn't like, "I'm gonna beat y'all."
Yeah. He's just like, I'm not impressed by your performance, and then just like hands, dude, the funniest shit, funniest shit. But yeah, no.
I used to use him in UFC back in the day.
Yeah, he was
rock people with you.
In my opinion, is like the welterweight goat.
Yeah.
Of the 170-pound class.
Yeah.
We'll have to get you on for like a...
Yeah, I'm not like crazy. I mean, I love UFC, don't get me wrong. I love watching the fights, but I don't like like, you know, when there's fight nights, I'll text my cousin and be like, "Yo, who do I put in bets for?"
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Yeah.
But
dude, hit me up about it too.
My dad's huge into UFC.
Me and my boy are massive.
Yeah,
massive fans.
I know. I've watched some of your lives, watching the fights.
They're fun, dude. I just it's got to be the most entertaining sport on the planet. Easily. I mean, there's nothing that's compared to. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's as primitive as it gets. Exactly. I mean, it's like a new age version of gladiators.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So I mean,
yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. And I'm like, for a point in time, I was like big into betting. So I texted my cousin and like we have a group chat with they all watch UFC crazy. So I'm just like, "Yo, send me the line for tonight. Who am I picking?"
Yeah,
and you give me like a few names.
I mean, it's also like
try my best.
God damn, dude! Like what a growth of a sport.
Oh yeah.
Because when I started watching it as a kid, bro, like nobody knew who UFC was.
There was no rules back then.
Like
what was it called?
It was called UFC.
I thought it was something else before that.
I mean, they had Pride before UFC.
What was it?
Pride was like in a ring rather than a cage.
Right.
And they like you could kick while people were down. You kick them in the head while they're down.
You can do anything pretty much, right?
You can pretty much do anything.
Besides like eye gouging.
There was
some shit.
No elbows.
Yeah.
No elbow. I forget what the guy because there was a little Chinese dude in the game. I had the Pride game as a kid, and there was a little like Chinese referee. And he'd be like, "No elbow, no elbow," and like you couldn't hear what he was saying because like whoever like it was like a 2002 game. So it was like one of those classic like make you laugh at. Yeah, exactly. I forget what the other one was, but UFC started as like UFC 1, and it was like a tournament.
Gotcha.
So it was like 8 people.
I mean,
I've
seen videos from back in the day, and it was just bare knuckle, no gloves.
Yeah, the first, I want to say 3 or 5. I forget if it was 3 or 5, but they had, you could show up, because the idea of UFC was who had the most efficient style.
Right.
So they brought a Taekwondo guy. I don't know, I think they brought Taekwondo, but then they brought Brazilian. They brought.
I remember sumo. There were some sumo fighters.
There was
a big motherfucker. I don't know if it's called sumo.
I don't know what the fuck that fat dude.
Yeah,
it's a fat dude. They had Ice Gracie was the Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah.
They had a wrestler. They had a boxer. They had a kickboxer.
Right.
There was 8 dudes.
That's
and
just
so like
8, huh?
and
there was no weight class either, right?
No, it was completely open weight.
Crazy,
so like it was like catch weight essentially, or open weight. Yeah,
shit. That's crazy.
And so yeah, it was just like you show up with whatever your style. Has anyone ever died in a UFC fight?
Nope,
not in a UFC. No.
Wow.
Afterward,
I'm surprised.
Afterward, yes, some like people have been like fucked up and like brain damage or whatever, but no one's died from a UFC fight.
I'm honestly surprised.
Me too. There have been a couple times I've been watching it where I'm like, that guy is gonna die.
Right, for sure.
We gotta run the break real quick. Sorry, I got caught up there. We're gonna go right back. Hit up Steady Goletti for all your painting needs, people.
Tap in.
Drop the number here-ish, whatever. You won't see my hand, but you'll get it. We're gonna take a quick break for a word from our sponsor. Our sponsor today is Steady Goletti Precision Painting. Steady Goletti is a small family-owned painting company that can handle all your painting needs for both interior and exterior projects. No job too big or small, unless you're like a hospital or something. I don't know. They could try it, but it might be too big. Find them on Facebook under Steady Goletti Precision Painting. Quality painting by a quality guy. Call 978-790-2260 to book your free quote today. All right, we're back. But yeah, just like when I was a kid, when I first started watching UFC, which wasn't the very beginning. So like that whole like stylistic thing, the whatever, that was like only the first 5 UFCs.
Yeah, I mean, my dad told me it used to be fucking brutal.
Yeah. Well, they just like they had no gloves, but they had the rules: no kicking on the ground, no. So like, it was way safer than the previous, like kind of whatever.
Nah, for sure.
But by the time I got into it, it's probably like in the 100 range. Like
I think I started watching it. I mean, like Chuck Liddell days.
Yeah, so that's like
when I first started.
That's like real early. That's like 50s. That's like 40s, 50s UFC. Pay-per-view number wise.
Exactly.
I was like 9 when I first watched it, and one of the first fights I ever watched was John Jones's first fight.
John Jones, he's a beast.
And John Jones automatically I met John Jones.
No shit. You met everybody, bro.
So this was like my first real experience with it. So this was the Boston Fan Expo, just so they can see that. It was 2010.
I swear, this motherfucker has met everybody.
So I guess I might have been 8 when I first started watching it.
8 years old.
Because the guy, Brian, who's the chef at the Mad Donkey at my uncle's bar, he like just had moved down from Toronto. Yeah. He like lived he's from around here, whatever. After high school, moves to New York with my uncle.
Okay.
Whatever, doing goes, and then he might have gone to school first, or whatever. Goes to Toronto for school again and something else. And GSP is from Montreal. Okay. So he would come over to Toronto and like give like lectures on whatever, this move, that move, this technique. Yeah. And so like he was taking classes, and GSP would show up. No way. And he met GSP and like rolled with them and like did whatever. That's dope. So when he moves back, he needs a place to stay or whatever. My dad has an extra room at our duplex. Stays with us. He's our roommate for like 3-4 years. Oh wow. And he got us all hip to UFC. No shit. And it was like
makes sense.
The coolest shit. And then he bought us all.
He was probably a huge Pierre fan, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the only reason why I love Georges St-Pierre is because he instilled his love. And like I dressed up for this dude as Halloween. Try walking around the streets of like Leominster 2010 dressed as GSP. No one fucking knows who I am.
That's funny. Big fan though.
Huge fan though. And Brian, so I was doing jiu-jitsu. That's what like those medals are over there. And he bought tickets for, it was a fan expo, so it was the first time UFC ever came to Boston.
Wait, not to interrupt you, but you had to go to the most recent Boston fight, didn't you?
I didn't go.
Really?
I was there in Boston, all around, did all the events.
Right.
And we were like...
Sugar?
Dude, he's one of my favorites.
I wanted to go so bad. Zavian went.
I know, I saw Zavian went.
He didn't get me hip. Zavian, what the fuck? I would have been there. It was like $700 a ticket.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to diss Zavian.
Oh, you were supposed to go with him?
No, not at all. Not at all. It just was like, God damn it.
Lucky
like,
motherfucker.
Not even lucky. He was just like, you couldn't even name half the people on this fucking card, Zavian. Don't fuck with me. I was like, I fucking know top to bottom the card.
We just knew sugar. That's it.
And no, I mean, not that people who don't know can go. It was just a matter of like, me and my boy were like plotting on kind of like, we're like, maybe we'll buy tickets. They were like $4.50 was like the cheapest ticket
when I saw
it
was like $6.50.
Yeah, and so and then it was like that, and so we went to the casino the night before, and we're hammering it, let's try to get this money, and then we didn't win. And the kid that we were with, our boy's roommate, ended up winning enough money for us to go.
No shit.
And like, I'm not gonna ask him for money,
right?
But it was just like, God, fuck, like he made the exact.
Look it up.
When we showed up, we were like, if we
was that the goal? Like, let's make this money.
If we showed up, we were like, because by the time the night before tickets, the 4 tickets were like $800, and balcony was like 5 something, 4 something. Floor was like $800.
Damn.
So we were like, it was like 7, high 7s, 8. We're like,
might as well pay for the floor.
Might as well pay exactly. So we were like, well, obviously we're not going to drop $700. So we're like, we're going to the casino. If we get $1,200, like come up, like combined all of our profit.
Yeah.
Then we will just fucking cough up the other like $400, $500, whatever, and just split it, and we'll go. And this kid won $1,200 fucking dollars. That
greedy
night.
Motherfucker!
And I was like, God damn it!
If you're
God
watching
damn
this,
it! And then Zavian, I was like, God damn it!
Well,
like,
Zavian was like, bro, go cop a ticket. So I like, searched up their location, their section and shit.
No, I saw where he was. He was in expensive tickets.
Yeah,
like he was in lodge.
2 rows behind them, there was a ticket for like $6.50, and I was like, damn, I don't want to be sitting by myself.
No, it's just so it was too expensive. Yeah, but we went to like all the stuff. We met a bunch of fighters.
Oh, you told me that. Yeah, that's
just up and down. It was a wicked cool event. But this was the first time that they ever came to Boston. So like they'd never been like Dana coming home kind of thing. 2010.
Right.
And they had a jiu-jitsu tournament on the second day.
It wasn't UFC.
Down below. No, it was just like it's called it was Grappler's Quest. It wasn't Naga. That's Naga.
Okay.
North American Grappling Association. Yeah. This one was Grappler's Quest. And so it's just like, kids and adults all through the thing. It was this like 2-day event. First day was just Fan Expo. So you should go up. It was in the Heinz Convention Center. Exactly. You go up. It's all fighters have like a booth.
Right.
Everyone just can go around. You paid to get in, so you don't have to pay them per thing. You just get in line, whatever weight. And like, there's smaller fighters who like aren't that big. They have no line. You have a conversation with them. Be cool. And then there's like, Forrest, big what I mean, like fucking huge people.
John Jones, bro, he's one of
the this is when John Jones had fought maybe 5 times.
Wow.
So nobody was there for John Jones, and we were huge on John Jones because we like not accidentally, but Brian watches like from prelim to fucking you know what I mean. So like, and I try to do the same thing because then you get to see like the prospects and whoever exactly
for sure,
and we just see electric fights too, and. I don't know, one day we just discovered this guy, John Jones.
Do you know Mike Zakelli?
Dude, I trained with Mike Zakelli.
No shit.
Mike Zakelli.
My cousin did too.
The gym that I went to.
I got family friends. My dad knows him very well.
Yeah, dude, Mike Zakelli's the man, first
I know he had a gym open for a while. Is it still open?
He's still open. I didn't go to his gym. We went to the same gym.
No
so,
shit.
like, back in the day when he was, like, fighting Bellator and, like, amateur, like, on his way up the ranks. He was training at the same gym that I was training at.
Way.
And we were being trained by the same dude.
That's interesting.
So, like, I knew Mike really.
Did you want to get into that, like, heavily?
I did. Well, I was like, getting pretty good at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And, like, I won, like, so I went.
So you could fuck.
Yeah, so I can kind of pinball this whole thing. We meet John Jones. We have a 30-minute conversation with John Jones. We talk to him about this, that, the other. Get a bunch of pictures with him. Tell him how I'm competing tomorrow. Yeah. And he was like, all right. And honestly, it didn't make sense why
was he there for the...
Because people knew who John Jones was at this time. He was, like, on the ranks, like, going up.
Coming up.
But, like, nobody was there at that moment with us at the time.
Right.
And he was like, oh, you're competing tomorrow. I'm like, yeah. He's like, if you win, I'll let you skip the line.
No shit.
Come over here. I'll sign your medal. I'll sign your shit.
No
way. And, like, I was like, no way. So then I went. Well, I automatically won one weight class because nobody else was in my weight class. I was so small. I was like the 60-pound or 70-pound weight class.
How old were you? That was
8.
Oh wow.
9.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
9.
So young.
Maybe just turned 9. And so I automatically win the 70-pound. I have to go up to the 80-pound weight class to fight the kid who weighs 80 pounds because he doesn't have anyone to fight.
That's dope.
So I go up. I fight this kid. I armbarred him. over. I win the next one,
Let's
and
go.
that's it. There's no one else for me to fight.
Right.
And so then I go up, do the whole thing with John Jones, show him the medal. He lets me skip the line.
That's what he signed right
Super
there?
cool. Yep, he signed that. But then
one of the medals over there.
Not one of those ones. I have it in a shadow box downstairs. Fire. It's like 2 medals with like the shirt downstairs from that day and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's a vibe down there.
It is a vibe down there.
That's dope, bro. That's wicked cool. I never knew that.
It was very cool. And Zakeli back in the day was being trained by Matt Sung Lee. And I was getting trained by Matt Sung Lee back then.
That's dope.
And we were like, I won 2 Nagas.
You used to see him there and stuff, talk to him.
Yeah, dude. He would like before every fight, he'd give me one of his shirts.
I think I don't know if he's married, but wife or girlfriend. Yeah. She's good friends with, like, not my cousin, but like basically my cousin. So like I knew them since I was little. Yeah, I just like I knew him to watch all his fights. And nicest stuff. Dude. Yeah, so he's very humble.
Always hook us up with like. He gave me multiple shirts and like kind of like not took me under his wing, but was more like always showing love to the little guy in the gym. Right, he's like, oh, you're next, kind of. And it got honestly, it is the saddest and abruptest ending. Was I won 3 tournaments in a row.
No shit.
And then I went to.
That's dope.
I was 10 years old.
I know.
I was 9,
that's cool.
10.
That's dope.
And it was cool. And then.
So that was like your main thing back then, not the baseball or the basketball. You were doing.
Well, it was. I wasn't. No, I was doing baseball. So that was my winter sport pretty much. It was like my winter. Like I did soccer, and then all winter long I would just be in the gym like 3, 4, or 5 days a week, and then spring baseball, and then try to like get jiu-jitsu in there and between and stuff. Dude, I loved it. It was dope. But then I lost to some kid whose dad was in the UFC.
Damn.
And
he probably had some special training.
Some Brazilian. His dad was some Brazilian dude, and this kid like fucking crawled all over me like a spider monkey.
Oh, I bet.
And we went into like overtime because it's a point based system, so it's like takedowns a point, transition, that, the other, control.
Gotcha.
And we went into overtime. He ended up like cranking my shit up. And like I don't think he submit me. I can't really remember. Yeah. It's like PTSD.
Right.
But like I remember walking. I was at Twin River, and I remember walking out of Twin River Casino, being like, "I'm never doing this shit again. Don't ever make me fucking." Yeah, I was like 11, maybe at this point, just turned 11. Like, don't ever fucking bring me back to none of this shit. Yeah, I won actually.
Heartbreaking.
I won this thing here. If I can get this thing out. This was my prize for one of my first place finishes.
Oh shit. Damn.
Was see, Naga East Coast Grappling Championship.
Wow, that's fine.
Saturday, June 4th, 2011, first place.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. And they gave this to a 10-year-old.
I know, that's crazy.
Right? Wild.
Super wild.
I mean, it's pretty dope, but like it was and it had like a zip tie on it, but I was still like, this is my prize. That's okay, bet.
I bet you like looking back at it now.
Yeah. I was like, this is sick.
Hang that shit up somewhere, bro.
Because I won another one.
It
used to be hung
up.
It's
a trophy.
Now it's just in case someone want to fuck around.
Yeah, get chopped up.
Yeah, imagine you're walking into my crib, my fucking katana.
Right.
Yeah. This is the combo I'm coming at you with.
Damn.
I'm coming at you with half the Ninja Turtles. You come in my crib.
Fuck with Colin,
you come in my crib. Don't ever think about stealing my shit.
You never think about that.
I'm coming at you with half the Ninja Turtles, dog. The fuck? Come on.
Yeah. What's that one?
This is Psy.
What's that
from? This is
Did
from.
You win that too?
No, that'd be wild. They're just giving out.
No shit.
My uncle gave this to me. My uncle Brian gave this to me for my birthday one year, and then I'm not sure how legitimate because we have like a good thing in our family about telling like fables. And like just for the love of the game and being like my dad would just fuck with like our cousins and been like the time I rode the bear down the mountain or you know what I mean, some shit like that. He told me that this was from one of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies.
Oh yeah,
like just as like a prop, like a side prop. It looks exactly like the ones that are in the movies, but I mean,
could be.
He might have chose that wording on purpose because no one would ever know and you would never be able to find out. Like unless I did like. Unless I went to an appraiser. If that was
actually from that, you should put that shit on the wall.
No, I had all this shit on the wall at one point, but like the Psy kind of like tilts and falls.
Gotcha.
And I ended up putting up like there's a bat over there signed by Dustin Pedroia that I used to. I gotta open up some memorabilia.
I almost hit you up yesterday. I saw on Facebook a kid that I know was selling Celtics tickets. Yeah. $280 for 2 tickets. I was like,
dude, that's not bad.
I hit up Zavian, and he was like, I'm down.
Were they
and
decent
he's like, nah, I'm good. Nah, it was balcony seats, but
For yesterday's game?
Yeah.
Good thing.
I'm glad we didn't.
Yeah. That would have sucked.
Would have been a shit show. I went last year in the playoffs against the Hawks. Me, Zavian, and Brett went.
It's crazy. Nico, Connor, and Troy went too.
Remember the game when Trae Young hit that 3 to win?
Yeah.
We were there.
Yeah, I can't go back.
Zavian, actually, funny story, he put a bet in before the game. And he meant to put Celtics half winner, Celtics final winner. He fucked up. He put Celtics half, Hawks final. And he fucked up. And we're leaving. We're all pissed off. Trae Young just hit the 3 to win. We're walking off. Everyone's pissed off. Celtics is quiet, silence. Zavian's walking. Yo, I just won $800! Shout out Trae Young! Celtics fans were like, what the fuck? Zavian was like, I just came up!
I'd be pissed.
On accident, bro.
That's wild.
$800.
That's lit.
It was funny. It was funny.
I went to...
I was like, yo, send me half, bro.
I went to... Yeah, let me get a cut.
I was like, I'm pissed off.
I went 10%. Yeah. I went to... Me and my uncle went to Game 7 of the Sixers series last year. Yeah, it was insane.
Fire.
Tatum dropped 51.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
We met Julian Edelman afterward.
Did you?
He was just like...
I got a story about Edelman,
out.
bro. I think I already told you, actually. Yeah, we shouldn't talk
Dude,
about
hold on. After you told me that story, I saw him the next fucking day, like 2 days later, bro.
Where?
Because we hung out that weekend.
Yeah.
I went to because it was a little bit, it was like 5 days later. It was, Tuesday was opening day.
How the fuck do you meet all these people,
It was,
bro?
Did
you talk to him?
Dude, yeah, no, I had, well, first, so, it was after either opening day or the next day, because I went to the first two.
Right.
And we were waiting outside because it was Jackson Holiday's debut game. So I was like, if he comes out, I'm going to try to get his autograph.
Of course.
And so, like, we're around there. There's, like, a little crowd of people, not too much. And I kind of blew it right to my left. And I see, like, they fucking start pulling up the thing.
Yeah,
and they're pulling down the thing, and then they stop and, like, open it back up.
Yeah.
And, like, 3 dudes walk out, and I go, holy fuck, that's Jules. Like, out loud. Shit. It was just my reaction.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, and just kept walking down the street. So then me and my boy were like, the fuck, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, where the fuck is Jules going? And yeah, I was
probably
like,
to a fucking
the good
bar.
time. So then we follow my boy.
Excuse me. I got the fucking beer burps right now.
He starts running down the street. Not running, but he was like speed walking.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like taking pictures, signing autographs as he's walking. My boy,
him down.
I was going to. I was like, started my pursuit, and then I was like, and there's a lot of people over there.
Right.
Let them do their thing. Let him do his thing.
Yeah.
My boy Braden ran, and he like into the street is taking a picture with Jules, and like some car honks.
No shit.
And Jules like, all right, let's get the picture on the side, or like he was like, all right, let's get the pic. He's still in the street. Like, doesn't give a fuck. And my boy Braden's like, no. It's like, let's go to the sidewalk, bro. You're good. Like, and Jules laughed, like, high-fived him, took the picture on the sidewalk.
Awesome, bro.
He walks into a bar. And we're hanging,
he did.
Yeah, so
I knew it.
At an oyster bar. And we're hanging out, like, still waiting for Jackson Holiday. And my boy comes back, and he's like, I don't know. And he's like, I was like, you got a picture? He's like, yeah, check it out. It was a good pic. And then he was like, he just walked into that bar. I was like, Jules just walked
over there.
I was like, Jules just walked into that bar. He's like, yeah. I was like, fuck Jackson Holiday, and we're going in there.
No fucking.
We turn around, we walk straight in the bar. He's sitting down like at a big table with all these people. I'm not gonna interrupt him.
I hear you.
We're at the bar area, and we're like, if he comes by, we're in like a good spot. Yeah, we're in a good spot to say what's up, just by coincidence, like where the bar was and where like everything was. And so we get a drink. We're like, all right, we'll wait. We'll have a drink. If he walks out, we'll say what's up.
Right.
If not, we'll have a good night.
It is what it is. Yeah.
My drink is dry. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take a piss. In the bathroom, I chose the bathroom purpose. There's a bathroom right here, and there's a bathroom all the way over there where I have to walk past where Julian's sitting.
So you're like, I'm going over there.
So I walk by. He's, in his shit. I would never ever. It's like my one thing. Like I'm a avid trying to get autograph and whatever, and like you can like. I definitely fanboy over people for sure.
But not
I will never, ever, ever walk up to somebody while they're in the middle of a meal at a restaurant, or even like...
He probably wouldn't like if you did.
Exactly, at any sort of setting, like, other than like if you were standing around outside. I did it to Brad Martian, and this is how I did it. I was like, excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt. Brad... You're the fucking man. And he probably was like, let's do it. No, I didn't even ask for a picture. I was just like, I just want to say, we love you. You're the man. He shook my hand. He's like, thank you very much. Have a good night.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And that's like the way that
I'm sure he gets that every day.
Yeah. And I just like, that's the way I like to handle things. Because like, if you're going to be a dick about it, there's no fucking reason. I've seen like people who do it for a job, getting the autographs.
Right.
And they'll just overstep all boundaries of fucking human being rights and stuff. Like, they don't give a shit. Nope. And it's just like, the last thing you want to do is like, while you're trying to fanboy and whatever, is for someone to get pissed at you. I've seen it happen to other people, and people get tight, and it's like, oh, dude, that's like the most embarrassing moment in the fucking whole world for that person.
Yeah, no bueno.
But I go to the bathroom, and I walk by, and he's just like, he's still talking, doesn't even look up. And I, chiefing the vape in there, get out, walk out, start walking by, and by perfect coincidence, the waiter is serving the table directly across from him.
Yeah.
And is like blocking the whole fucking thing.
So you had to go.
So I'm just standing there, like, and he's like there, 3-4 feet from me.
Crazy, bro.
And he still hasn't looked up, still hasn't moved. Like he's still enjoying his night, like he should.
Right.
And we walk by, and I look at him, and he looks, and I go, and he goes.
That's awesome.
And just gives me one of those, and he just like gets right back in his thing, and he gave me a wink. He was like, and just like smiled, and I was like, that was the coolest nonverbal interaction I've ever had with anybody in my entire life. Where it was like,
did you guys have
you're the man? Yeah, I was like, I got what I want. Yeah, it's like not even I got what I want. I got way more than I ever wanted or needed. It was just like you're the man, and I'm not gonna interrupt your night, but I fucking love you. And he was just like, I know.
That's awesome.
I know. He's just the coolest guy.
I respected that, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, I just get lucky.
Yeah, my buddy got to fucking drink with him and chill with him.
Yeah, dude.
And do some other activities.
Dude,
Edelman's crazy man.
Only thing that sounds great to me is hanging out with Julian.
Oh, man.
There's like few things.
Yeah, I mean, he might get fucked up, but
yeah, dude. I mean, he's just the cool. When I met him outside of Game 7, he was like taking a bunch of pictures with everyone, being super cool, and then he's like, all right, guys, I really gotta go. And by the time I got over to where he was, like, he was like, I gotta go. And I was like, all right, whatever. I'm not gonna, like, bug the guy.
Right, of course.
And then I start walking towards, like, the other end of the garden to try to get back to the front where, like, everyone is, like it's literally, the street's, like, blocked off almost at this point, because, like, everyone's partying after Game 7,
How's this game?
Yeah, we were down 3-2 to Sixers. We won 2 straight games.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Probably a fucking.
I end up on the same block. I end up on the same corner as him. Like, I'm just walking, and then I kind of look over, and I'm like, holy fuck, Jules is coming over here. And I'm like, his Escalade is not parked, but it's stopped at the light.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh fuck, like, he's coming like right where I am right now.
So you just stayed right there.
So I just I'm just gonna chill right here.
Yeah.
And he came over, and I was like, yo, Jules, what's up? And he like dabbed me up, and I was like, can I get a pic? Or my uncle was like, get the pic, and like he posed for a quick pic.
That's awesome.
And he was like, he wasn't being short, but he was like, I do gotta go. Like my fucking car's pulling up. And as he's walking to his car, I was like, yo, thanks again, bro. I've been loving your podcast, been listening to it. He like stops, turns around, walks back up to me. I said something. I was like, because I do a podcast. And he was like, was what I said to him. And he was like, shut the fuck up. Like, turns around, you going to my shit? I was like, yeah, Games with Names. I was like, I love you and Sam, because he was doing it with a comedian, Sam Morrill.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah. He's like he's popular in like the comedy world, probably outside of it, not as much, but he definitely should be. He's like a top tier comedian.
Yeah.
He doesn't do it with them anymore because I'm sure it was just probably so hard to do, like all their scheduling. They have like he has multiple podcasts, whatever. He's got whatever. But I mentioned that he literally turned around and was like, yo, like that's what's up. Dabs me up again. He's like, what's the name of your podcast?
That's cool.
And like asked me. I tagged him. He like reposted my shit afterward. Dude, he's just fire. Like, it was super cool. Super cool.
Yeah, he's a genuine dude.
Dude, yeah.
I mean, from what I've heard from my buddy Drew, shout out to Drew. Drew met him at a bar in Boston.
Yeah.
And Drew was on his phone or whatever, right next to him at the bar, sitting next to him. Didn't freak out, didn't say hello, just like, Julian Edelman's next to me. And Julian Edelman grabbed his phone and said, are you taking pictures of me? And he was like, no. And he's like, I'm fucking with you, bro. And they fucking had a couple beers and... Like I said, some other activities happened. I don't want to talk about them.
No.
Shout out Julian Edelman, man.
Dude, the man. I mean, there's like...
Crazy, bro. He's a good guy.
For him to be also... He's from Cali. And he, like, comes to all Boston sports events. And, like...
I mean, shit, bro.
He's always wearing a Sox hat. Always wearing a Sox hat.
I love that shit about... Like, Tatum, bro. Tatum's from St. Louis. He wants to be a Celtic for life.
Yeah.
So he says. We'll see. I hope he does.
I hope so.
He's, I mean, his favorite player ever was Kobe. Kobe was a Laker forever, so I mean, maybe he'll do the same thing. I think he wants to.
Yeah, I mean, like I think there's something about that with anything, like not even just sports, just like being loyal to.
Not everyone's a KD.
No, but also like KD kind of paved the way for what sports is now.
Yeah, no, like
100%. I also
super teams and shit.
Never complained about it because I fuck with the Warriors. So like the minute they got KD, I was like, I ain't bitching. The fuck, this is sick.
They were the team for a while.
I just think that nowadays with sports, it's opened up the eyes to like now we can have way more entertaining teams.
Right.
And
he has fun.
People say that it's like. I think it's way more fun to watch. People say that it's dumb and it's unenjoyable, but like.
But I feel like I mean, at least all the teams in the playoffs this year, like every team,
there was no superstar
technically
team
has
like
a
that.
big three. You know what I mean? Like every team's stacked.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but that wasn't a thing though prior to like this KD thing,
of course,
where it was like, yo, we can stack these dudes together and
I
make
mean,
like
LeBron
3 superstars.
And Wade and
because like we had like
after that.
Well, that came first actually.
Before?
Yeah, so I guess maybe that they were like for leaving a team though, as what I mean is like you can leave this team and just go to this team and make it a super team
for sure
kind of thing.
That's what it is now.
Yeah, I mean like now it's just like people want to win. I mean he brought
how
that.
it should be.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I guess you're right. Is kind of like the big three really first is like the first thing of that, you know.
Right. Yeah.
But
I mean, even in 08, the Celtics. I mean, KG, Ray Allen, Pierce,
that was a big deal too.
And Rondo. I mean, we had a big four, technically.
Well, we drafted Rondo.
Yeah, but Rondo stopped.
But
Rondo was the man that year.
Well, our team was in a blender for a minute before that happened, and then we got rid of all of our shit.
Get fucking tickets to a Celtics game for $20 back in the day.
Dude, you could still get tickets last year for $30. A ticket on the balcony. I went 11 times last year. You could
that sounds crazy to me
$50
because I brought my dad for Christmas. I got him tickets, and it was like fucking $400 for teams.
You went on Christmas,
bro? No, I got him tickets for Christmas, but it wasn't cheap at all.
What game?
We saw. I don't know. I went to a few games this year. I went to a Pacers game. I went to a Knicks game. I forget what game.
I went to a Knicks game.
Did you?
Yeah. In like October? November?
Yeah. Beginning of the season.
I went to 2 Knicks games, actually. I went to a preseason game.
Oh, yeah? That's fire.
My buddy's a Knicks fan, so we try to go to, like,
That's cool.
the Celtics-Knicks games when we can.
Knicks are a good team this year, too. Brunson's
a
beast.
They had our number last year, too. We went to, I think we've been to 5 Celtics-Knicks games in, like, the last 2 seasons.
I went to a game last year, too. I actually, when Porzingis was on the Knicks, I went to a game.
That's a while ago, damn.
That was years ago, but yeah, me and I think my RIP Jake, my cousin Jake, I'm pretty sure me and him went to a game where Porzingis was playing for the Knicks.
I actually got a Knicks jersey signed by Porzingis.
No shit.
Went to like a signing, and everyone obviously is getting like Celtics shit
of course.
And then my buddy's a Knicks fan, and when we plan on moving in together, I was like, this would be a good.
That's awesome.
Like centerpiece, you know what I mean? That's like living room piece, because we can both just be like, you know what I mean? It's a Knicks jersey, but it's Porzingis.
For sure.
You know
for
what I mean?
sure.
So when
Porzingis, bro.
Yeah, when I gave it to him, he was like, "Oh, this is dope." And I was like, yeah. I was like, I wasn't expecting him to fuck with it.
Right.
Because I was like, I don't think it's super dope. I don't fuck with the colors, but...
But he's a Knicks fan, right?
I don't know what he is. I'm sure he likes the Knicks just because he fucking got drafted by the Knicks.
Right,
so, like, I'm sure he has just love for them in general.
Right.
But, like, yeah. And...
Wait, you talking about Porzingis?
Yeah,
okay.
My boy,
your boy.
No. My boy was like, this is dope. No, but when I gave it to Porzingis was like, oh, this is dope.
That's
like,
cool.
when I handed over the jersey for him to sign at the signing.
Different.
My boy, not too long ago, we went to a game, and I don't know, me knowing the ins and outs.
I went to a Heat game this year, too, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is the home opener?
Was it? I don't know.
Me and my uncle went to the home opener. It was like I don't know, October something.
It might have been. It could have been. I'm not sure. I got Snapchat, so I'll look after it and let you know.
Me and my boy went the other day. I guess it's a little bit longer than the other day now. And I was like, his dad just bought him a Porzingis jersey for his birthday.
Fire.
And he was like, I need to get this signed. Like, I need you to bring me to a game. And I was like, all right, bet. We get down. I have like a little, I know I told you beforehand.
You told me about it.
So I finesse my way down. I get us into like the spot, front row.
Yeah.
Waiting there. Porzingis out. Tatum out.
No shit.
Drew Holiday
That's the worst,
out.
bro.
Derek White out.
That's
Al
the
Horford
worst.
out. Jaylen Brown out. All 6 of them.
What was that? One of the last games?
Yeah, it was one of the last games. Yeah. And then...
Was that when Pritchard dropped 30?
Yeah. And then... Yeah, it was. And then on top...
He dropped 32 games in a row, I think.
He might have. Dude, I literally... Right when we sat down, I said the same thing that you just said. I was like, last time they did this last year, he dropped a 30-point triple-double in the last game. And I went to put the bet in. It was like 40-something points, rebounds, and assists. Yeah. And he almost got it in the first half. But... Anyways, we're right there, front row.
That would have been some money.
Waiting, it would have been. And they all are going out the other end.
Damn.
The entire team. So I'm like, I fucked this kid, but I was like, damn, I feel bad. We got tickets for free. I got given tickets. So like, it wasn't like we paid for them, but it was also like I was hyping it up. Like, we get everything signed.
Well, you're used to it.
Yeah, so then after the game, which I don't like that, because I don't want it to be that way. I like it whether I get autographs or not, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's got to be, because I got to the point where last season I'd been going so much and being so lucky by meeting all these people, like on each team, like getting autographs from like all these people. like Steph and fucking like Jordan Poole and shit, and like just like crazy things that like it started to get to the point where it was like if I don't get the autograph, it's like a disappointment of a night, and I don't even get to enjoy the game afterwards. I don't want it to be like that, so like I kind of like cut that shit out of my mental. Yeah. But I like after the game, I was like, I like.
You know where they exit.
I do, and I was like, I think that like Porzingis would be cool enough to sign your jersey if you had your jersey out. Like, was my idea because most players are just gonna roll by unless you're like a lower player and someone has your jersey, like being like, yo.
Right.
So then after the game, we go whatever. And
does anyone else go, or just you?
There's like occasionally a couple people. I mean, like even if people like it's you're not there to get autographs really for the like that part because people are coming by in like tinted fucking Maybachs and shit. You know what I mean? Like like you can like be like, oh, that might be whatever.
Right.
And Porzingis drives a super nice retro Mercedes that he posts like all over Instagram and stuff like that. I've seen that. He only rocks like and those pictures were taken by my boy Richie.
What?
Yeah, my homie Richie. He works for the Celtics. Yeah, I saw him at this game like. We've been, like, internet friends for a while, and then, like, I saw him at the game for the first... Like, we've just been missing each other, like, all 2 seasons in a row. Bro. I know, I told him that. And he shoots pitcher courtside. And I was like, Richie! And he, like, came over, we shot the shit. Shot the shit with
a kid on,
Tatum's best friend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I follow a kid on IG who's a photographer for the Celtics, too. I can't think of his name off the head, but anyways... He's not very big, but he's a photographer for the Celtics.
Hold on, before we continue this, we're going to go to break one last time. Shout out Flippin' Ships.
Our sponsor for PTP is Flippin' Ships. Flippin' Ships was founded by CEO Jason Reynolds during late quarantine, and Jason is in the business of providing you with entertainment. Whether you're looking for a restored boat in great condition you can take on the lakes, or if you're interested in watching the process go down, Jason's got it all. His TikToks show the process in an entertaining way for all ages, but check out his YouTube videos because they show every detail of the flip. Check him out on TikTok and YouTube for some at-home or on-the-go entertainment. His handle is Flippin' Ships. That's flipping without the G, ships. And be on the lookout for these flip ships soon on Facebook and Instagram.
And we're back. So, Kristaps Porzingis was his car. The retro Mercedes was parked outside.
You were like, I know that.
Which is like, because I was telling my boy, I was like, he's pulling out in the retro. I'm telling you, it's going to be the thing. Because we saw pictures. They posted pictures because they all pulled up late. So, like, they all pulled in after the game started to pull up to come sit on the bench. And when we pulled up, all their cars were parked. They have a garage. Yeah. All their cars were parked outside of the garage, like all like mismatched, fucked up. And I was like, "What is going on right now? Like this is like crazy as fuck because it's never happened this way." And literally, like, it was Hauser has like a big ass truck.
Oh yeah.
And then
he seems like the type for a truck.
Yeah. It's a nice truck. And then I don't know what the other cars were, but it was Kristaps retro. And like I've been saying, the retro Mercedes is gonna be the retro Mercedes is gonna be like he's gonna drive out is what I kept saying.
Yeah.
When we walk over, it's literally right there in front of it.
He's a big motherfucker, bro.
He is a big motherfucker. I don't know. It must be custom.
It's gotta be.
And so
he's gotta have like fucking 5 foot.
Well, because earlier in the season, I saw him get out of a new Mercedes.
Okay.
And it was like, how the fuck?
He just rocks a Mercedes.
Yeah, he rocks a Mercedes hard.
That's funny.
Yeah, he likes Mercedes. And so we're waiting outside. I'm like, all right, we'll see what the dealio is here. There's like a bunch of cars here. They're all like moving the cars around. I assumed because they pulled in late that they probably bought the team bus in.
Yeah.
So like they had to move all the shit out for the visiting team bus to get out, and then they pulled all their cars back in.
Why is it all the same garage? Both teams.
Yeah. So like, well, at least there's it's like must be a massive garage
at the garden at least
because it's like one entrance and exit. So it's like a truck is guarding the entrance exit. It pulls out whenever someone's going to pull out. Whatever. And I'm assuming because they all pulled up late that they didn't give a fuck.
Just
park wherever the fuck and then just went in the game. And then they're like, we can't get this fucking bus out of here. So every like valet valet all their cars out, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Then they brought them all back in. And I was like, all right.
Fuck.
Something's coming out. You know what I mean? Out comes the Mercedes. And I'm like, no fucking way. That's him. And my boy's like flashing his jersey. Porzingis like does like a brake stop, gives us like one of these. And I'm going like, and he's like, and like does like a 2-foot drive forward, stops, and then rolls down the window. And he's like, hey, come on over. Literally calls my boy over. My boy runs over, like hands him the jersey. Like, Chris stops, dabs us up.
No way.
It's like, yeah, we're all like, bro. I'm like, I remember I walked up. I was like, I hope you know you are the coolest fucking dude on the planet, bro.
For sure. I follow him on IG.
He's dying laughing. He signs. He gives my boy a full autograph, like a number. He signed the number and everything.
That's dope.
Hands it over. He signed the card for me. Hands it over. He's like, all right, have a good night, guys.
That's fire,
It was the coolest shit ever, bro. I have my
bro, walking through here to get into this room, I'm like, holy shit, you guys got everything.
Yeah, dude, my uncle.
Got the whole starting lineup,
My Uncle Sean is going to... Honestly, if you guys are free Sunday, we should go with him to the thing. It's like he's meeting on... So Friday he's meeting a couple of people. He's meeting like Larry Johnson and like Jose Canseco.
Oh, shit.
But on Sunday, dude, he dropped like a rack, bro. No cap. Like $999 exactly for this like event. He's meeting Rodman. He's meeting Sean Kemp.
Wow.
He's meeting...
Where's this, in Boston?
No, it's outside of Boston. I'll pull it up. We can look at the thing because I thought this would be a really cool content thing for you guys. It's a card show. So
you told us about that.
Yeah, I remember like telling you guys like.
That'd be dope.
So it's called the Boston
Sunday?
Show, but it's in Wilmington. Yeah.
We gotta buy tickets.
It's $15 to go.
Oh, that's not bad.
Or yeah, $15 to get in.
But it's $1,000 for the VIP.
No, we don't have to do all that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
But here's what it is right here. It's like a photo op and shit like that. This is where
that's dope.
Well, pre-order's closed now. That's crazy. He got in just in time. All right, this is the list though. So like Sunday will be Johnny Busick was an old Bruin. Brian Bayo plays on the Bruins. Red Sox now. Tanner Huck's on the Red Sox. William Abreu's on the Red Sox. Lawrence Taylor. Dennis Rodman.
Wow.
Antoine Walker, Artis Gilmore, Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, Frank Thomas, Christian McCaffrey's dad.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, and then like the day before they got like Ricky Jackson, Warren
Christian
Moon.
McCaffrey's dad, was he in the NFL?
Yeah, he played for the Broncos. He had like 3 pretty good seasons.
Yeah?
Like
running back?
Yeah, receiver.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he had like 100-yard season. 100-catch season.
Yeah, receptions.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, but I think this would be like a good content thing, even if like...
What is it, like a whole weekend thing?
So yeah, so it's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then this is like all the vendors. So this is like all these people are just individual card sellers. So like they have a fuck ton
I still gotta look
there.
for my cards, bro.
Yeah, dude. Actually, like right before you came here,
I don't even know if they exist anymore, bro.
Going through,
I gotta have them.
I've been fucking organizing all. Okay, this is really been. Kevin, been organizing all of this. Fucking, I have all these like.
Sheesh.
These cards aren't really. They're not worth anything.
Yeah.
This is like junk wax, is what they call it. So it's like the shit that I was telling you. I hope you don't have because then it might not be worth like what you think it might be worth, just because like they mass produce.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like some of my cards kind of look like this.
Yeah, I mean, this is like a Don Russ Diamond Kings.
Oh, I got
like
a bunch of those, bro.
Yeah,
a bunch of those.
This is like this is 91, I'd say. Yeah, it's 91.
But I told you, I got some old cards.
Dude, cards are like fucking... I watched a Joe Rogan thing a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I remember he was like, who the fuck is buying baseball cards these days? And the guy was like, everybody bro.
Yeah,
He's
no,
like,
it's huge
what?
now.
Yeah.
Huge.
It's huge. It's dropped off significantly from what it was during quarantine.
Oh, yeah.
Because during quarantine, there was like heights of every fucking I saw this thing, and this is also like this is different with players and such because like if you trade like Pokemon cards or something, the value should realistically only should go up unless you're in that situation with COVID where it's like everyone's at home,
right?
Everyone's trying to sell shit because they're either not working or whatever,
right.
And like the just hobby was at an all-time high like because everyone's at home, everyone's buying shit, everyone like you know what I mean. Like prices are just gonna drive up, and since then they've gone down significantly. But
yeah, there was a point in time when they were saying Pokemon cards are going for some crazy money.
Yeah, dude, hundreds of thousands.
It's crazy.
Yeah, still.
I probably have a shit ton of Pokemon cards too.
Dude, yeah,
to be honest,
dude, we should look through them.
I got it.
We should look through them.
Probably in my basement somewhere.
We experienced like this spike in it, right? Where it like created like everyone's interest into the hobby, and then now we're on like a down slope where it's like I've seen like LaMelo's card that sold 4 years ago.
Yeah,
and this is also like players. It depends on how well they're performing, what's going on. The younger the player, the more expensive the card kind of idea because they have more upside. Melo's card was like $16,000 or something like that, and it's like now sold for like $4 or $2.
Oh wow!
So like
going down a lot.
Same card, like same exact because like grading. Like if you see that card, I think capsule or this one actually might be a better way of showing you. This is PSA. This is called PSA. So for those of you at home that don't know, this is called the graded card. You send this to the company PSA,
yeah.
and they send it back to you encapsulated in this thing.
Oh yeah, well I've seen it before.
Yeah, and then so it's like they'll have this is all like the card shit
information,
and then like card number, gem mint because it's a 10, and then it gives you a serial number, and then if you want to pull your shit up real quick, if you want to pull up your camera on your phone.
Oh no way!
And then if you just
got a QR code.
Yeah, it's got a QR code on the back, so you can scan the QR code. And the coolest thing about PSA, Beckett really doesn't do this very well. Is it? There might be a lock on your shit.
Video, that's why.
Oh, okay. That would make sense. So there's another company called Beckett. I'm not 100% sure if they do that with the QR code. I don't think they do. Yeah. But this shows you like everything you need to know on it. But then if you scroll down a little bit more, it shows you the population, which is the coolest thing about it. So how many cards of those are in the world at this grade?
You got one of 280?
So there's only 280 PSA 10s of this specific card.
So what would a card like that be worth?
This card isn't worth much.
No.
$40, something like that.
Oh, okay.
It's not a rookie card. It's like, 2019.
Right,
I like it because he's in the USA.
Yeah.
My buddy got this for me as a gift from like he just bought it one day and gave it to me. But that's the coolest thing about it.
You're a big Curry fan?
Huge Curry fan.
Is he like your favorite ever?
Up there. Yeah, him, Tatum.
Tatum for sure.
Grayson Allen. I really like Grayson Allen.
He pisses me off.
Yeah, I can see why.
Me. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean,
he just pisses me off.
Well, this year he's having a career year.
Yeah.
He's got like a new contract extension and shit, got paid.
Yeah.
But as like, I want to say, well, I got into him when he was in high school. He dropped like a mixtape.
No shit.
And he went to what I thought was the same college as somebody else who had dropped a Marcus Levette, who had dropped a hoop mixtape like not long prior.
That's dope.
I think, and I thought they went to the same school. It's called Providence.
Yeah.
And he went to a different Providence. No. And Grayson Allen went to a different Providence, which was in Florida.
Okay.
And he was in a dunk contest, and like he was like jumping over people, banging and shit. And I remember me like being in. I was a freshman in high school.
Wow. How old is he?
He's 4 years older than I am. 4 or 5 years older than I am. Yeah. So yeah. I think he's 26.
What's Tatum? Tatum's 26 too, right? He's young, younger than me.
Tatum's 26, which they never played on the same team.
No,
I don't think
so either.
I think that Grayson Allen left the year before.
Where'd Tatum go? Duke?
They might have played I think they played for 1 year.
Why, did he go to the same school?
Yeah, Grayson Allen went to Duke.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So yeah, I was a huge Grayson Allen fan, and then he went to Duke, and they won the national championship, and he was a 6th man and had like 14 points off the bench in the national championship game, which I might have been in 8th grade for. I can't remember if it was 8th grade or freshman year. I remember that was sick as fuck. So I automatically became like a big fan. And then somebody, when I moved schools, told me that I looked like Grayson Allen.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I love that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So then I went to a game. Grayson Allen signed some shit for me.
That's dope.
And then fucking the next year I went, they got upset by BC. They were the number 1 seed in the country. And BC beat them. Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
It was crazy.
Shout out BC though.
Yeah, me and my uncle were there. He stormed the court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I sat back with my Grayson Allen jersey.
Pissed off.
Sat there in my seat like this and watched everybody fucking. I wasn't mad. I was happy.
8th, 9th grade?
That happened my sophomore year of high school.
Did he play 4 years of college?
He played, Yep.
Poor Tatum played 1 year.
He's a one and done. I think that, so Tatum was 2016, 2017 Duke.
That sounds right. Oh, you got the Tatum ruffles. I seen that last time I was here.
Yeah, the flaming hot Tatum. I got
those are good.
I got a lot of fucking Tatum stuff going on here. I got like a Funko Pop up there that's signed.
That's dope.
I have a couple of rookie cards
in
the safe.
Tatum?
I met. So they played for 1 year together.
That's fire.
Yes, he Providence School in Jacksonville, Florida is where he went.
Yeah.
There's also another dude on this team, Emil Jefferson, which is crazy. I actually kind of forgot they're on the same team. This guy's a coach for the Celtics.
No shit.
Yeah.
And he played with them?
Yeah, he played on their team. Yeah. Well, he was probably 5th year senior.
I mean, how old is Joe? Joe's like
graduate this year.
Joe's like what, 28?
Joe Mazzulla?
Yeah.
He's like 38.
Is he that old?
Yeah.
I thought he was young.
Yeah. No, Joe Mazzulla's got to be like 38.
I thought he was young.
He is young, but
I mean that is young, right? For
that is really young. Joe Mazzulla is 35.
35, pretty young.
He's really young.
I don't know why I said 28. It's kind of crazy, but
no, I say 28 would be like crazy young.
Insane. But I thought he was like, young. He was pretty young.
Yeah, he is super young.
Why did he not get involved in the finalists for Coach of the Year?
Because of the team we have.
I guess.
It doesn't take much to coach that team up.
I mean, you're right, but shouldn't it be based off what they did for the...
It should be, but it also is like the coach.
With?
Actually, dude, one of the coaches that got nominated, the OKC coach from Leominster.
Yeah?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, dude. Fucking Mark Dago or something like that. Daignault. This guy right here.
I actually seen that in the paper.
He
is...
a
couple years back.
Yep, right here. Born. Leominster, Massachusetts. 1985. Yeah, dude. Shout out Coach Daignault, man. I went to the Thunder game this year when I was walking through the hallways. Yeah, I got Tatum.
SGA.
We went for SGA.
I would have loved
and
that.
Like 4 grown men got it, and then he walked away.
No shit.
Yeah,
he's in my top 5. He's a stud.
Yeah, dude, I got him last year.
Did you?
Yeah.
Of course
I have a pic with him from last year.
No
he was
shit.
because I saw him on the street and got a picture of him like this in his like street clothes.
That's fine.
And then at the game, I saw him before the game.
Before the game.
And then I saw him, and then I went to the game, and I was like, "Yo, the picture that I got was shit. Do you mind taking another
No
one?"
way.
He's like, "Yeah, I got you."
That's
homie.
funny,
Like took
bro.
the picture and signed the card for me. It was dope. He was just a nice guy, dude.
Yeah, he's fine, bro. I'm a big fan of him. I'm a big fan of Anthony Edwards.
Me too.
Tatum.
I have not met him.
Top 3.
Tatum. When I say I met Tatum, if you go to the game, he signs for everybody who's there, that's in the vicinity that he can without making it
really the
out
favorite,
of reach for him.
You know what I mean? He's
100%. But he doesn't have to do that, bro. I'm telling you, a lot of people in the league don't do that.
Sometimes those guys don't give a shit. They're just
but I also think that's what builds you into the star that he's become. He's going to be the face of the NBA.
Oh yeah.
He's 26 years old.
Yeah.
If he wins, my uncle keeps saying that. If he wins a championship this year, and then they win the gold in the summer,
oh, that's huge.
He's one of the biggest players of all time.
Easily.
And then even if he doesn't win this year, which they're going to, I don't want. And even if they don't, and he wins the gold and then wins next year.
I thought he would have been in the MVP race this year, but he only got 26 points a game. So
I mean, dude, it's so hard. We got five fucking shooters, studs on our team, and it's just like you can't be the most valuable player when there's 5 other dudes on your team, 4 other dudes.
Whenever he has an off night,
weight.
someone else has. Yeah.
SGA. SGA is not going to win it. Jokic is probably going to win it, but.
Again, what's that? Third?
Dude, he put up ridiculous stats though. Like, well deserving.
He basically like averages a triple-double.
Nah, dude, it's ridiculous. This year he's averaged 26.4, 12.4 rebounds, and 9 assists.
Almost averaging triple-double. That's fucking crazy.
Which is nuts.
You think he'll have the most triple-doubles ever at the end of his time?
Maybe.
Who got it right now?
Russell Westbrook, I believe.
Got it,
dude, I was looking at his stats the other day. He had a season. So remember he played for the fucking Wizards for one season.
Yeah.
The stats were retarded, and they traded him away after. Didn't sign him back. He averaged 22 points, which isn't crazy. 11.5 rebounds and 11.5 assists.
Average that
For the season. It was 11.5 and 11.7 assists.
Wow.
Which is just ridiculous. Like this run that he had from 2016 on, he averaged. This is ridiculous. He averaged a 30-point triple-double.
It's crazy.
31.6 points, 10.7 rebounds, 10.4 assists. And the next year he went 25 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds. Then the next year after that he averaged 22, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. Slight drop off the next year, and then with the Wizards, he again averaged 22, 11.5, and 11.
And now he's a fucking 6th man.
He was balling out in the game I watched. He was going fucking crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, I bet on Russell Westbrook almost every game.
Yeah.
Like for like 5 rebounds. Like I put him in my parlays every time.
You should.
And
I mean, even now he's averaging 5 rebounds a game off the bench, playing 22 minutes a game.
Insane.
Which is just like, I don't know, fucking...
He's gonna be
every time I hear, like, the Jokic stat, I'm always like, this dude averaged 11 and 11, and he's a point guard.
And 30.
Yeah, he averaged, that season, it was
30,
like 10.7,
yeah.
What was it? 31.6 on 42% shooting.
That's crazy, bro.
It's just ridiculous, dog.
You don't get the flowers and herbs, I feel like.
Back to like the signing idea, it's just like I think that like people like Steph, like they go down the line, you know, and like if you're like human,
that's what
people,
makes him a fan favorite.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like I don't know. I've seen times where like I hate Scotty Barnes. I hate
I always
Scotty Barnes.
did too until now. I like him now, but as a player, I hate him.
Nah, you might hate him after the story.
Yeah.
He comes walking by. I'm not even asking for an autograph. On God, I was like, "Fuck Scotty Barnes."
Yeah.
Not even at the time. I wasn't like, "Fuck him," but I was like, "I'm not gonna." He doesn't seem like he's coming over. I'm not the guy to be like, "Yo, like fucking please." I'll be like, "Hey, do you mind please signing this?" If they're right next to me.
You know, I got Eddie House's headband.
Really?
Yeah.
I met Eddie House last year too. He does the pregame Celtics stuff.
Yeah.
So like, I just walked over and came over and signed some shit. I gave it to my buddy.
The year that we won the 08?
08, yeah.
Yeah, me and my dad would get like balcony seat tickets, and then we scope out the whole game, like looking for better seats to go down. So we do that.
Same thing with the other show.
We ended up like 10 rows back behind the bench. And then after the game ended, I went over to the rail and tapped up Pierce, Garnett, Ray Allen, whatever. And then Eddie House was walking by. He dapped me up, and I was like, "Throw me your headband." And he took it off and flung it at me.
That's dope.
I wore it the next day at my pity league game. Didn't even wash it.
That's sick.
I did.
That's so dope.
Yeah, Eddie House.
Back in the day, I had an interaction with Paul Pierce. Some homeless dude blew it.
Yeah?
Yeah, my uncle were pulling up back in the old garden. The parking lot was in the front.
Yeah.
So we saw this Escalade pull in on like 22s, fucking jamming, bumping bass. Yeah. My uncle's like, "That's somebody."
Right.
We walk over, and where the fence started was right where the door was, kind of. Like, It was like good 10, 15 feet from the door. So you could be like right there. You could say something, they hear you.
That's dope.
I'm wearing a Pierce jersey. He comes walking over, like, "Oh shit, that's Pierce." "Yo, Pierce, do you mind signing this?" He's like, "Hell yeah." He comes over, "What's up, guys?" Yeah, he like starts walking over.
Yeah.
Some homeless dude comes like scurrying in from the back, like fucking
drunk.
VO2 walking, like fucking comes over South Station walking. And he comes walking over and he's like, dead ass, straight from the fucking methadone clinic. And he came over, he like literally bent over and he's like, "Yo, Pierce, give me your shoes."
He went, turn around.
I was like, "Yo, Pierce, give me your shoes, Pierce." And Pierce literally, without saying anything to us,
turned around,
walked right back into the door.
He's like, "Not again."
Paco turned around and was like, "Are you fucking serious right now, dude?"
God.
Geeked out on him, yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah, dude.
Straight from the methadone clinic.
Nah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Hey, yo.
Straight from Mass Ave. Faux show. But yeah, dude, what, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't like the fanboy over it too much, but I mean, like, God, come on. We watch these guys on the TV.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, especially coming from, like, Boston.
I don't know how old you were at the time, but, I mean, when you're a kid, you're a fucking fanboy.
Oh, yeah, of course. I didn't really do the whole autograph thing until I got to, like, 10, 11 years old.
I got a Bobby Orr autograph.
Really? Yeah?
My buddy Drew got it for me when we were, like...
My dad went to some thing and got me, like, an 8x. He was doing, like, That's Entertainment signing or something.
Like that.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just like you see these guys, like I said, on the fucking TV.
Yeah,
it's like
they're idols back then.
Yeah, and like coming from Boston, blue collar,
like,
you know,
but, yeah, no,
it's almost like all we got is sports. Dude, that was one thing I want to talk about was at the Yankees game. I was shocked at how nice they were.
To you?
Shocked.
With the Red Sox hat
Shocked.
You went to New York Stadium.
Yeah. I went to a Yankee Stadium. I went to Yankee Stadium.
Red Sox hat on.
I did with the Sox hat on.
I love it.
And
I forget who I was with. I'm like, yo, this kid's crazy.
Someone told me fucking, like, my uncle, 20 years in Queens, wears a Red Sox hat every fucking day. Has every single color, and if it is, he goes, "Fuck yourself."
No shit.
You know, like, and
no one gives him shit.
No one really gives him shit. And like,
I mean, out
you
here,
get into every comment.
Out here, there's Yankee hats everywhere.
There is, but like, the way I want to compare it,
I don't think it's really sport repping. I think it's just.
No, yeah, it's just like fashionable.
Fashionable,
you know I made the Yankee hat more famous than the. I made the, what was it?
I made the Yankee hat more famous than the Yankee candle.
Yeah. No.
Is that what it said?
I think he said, "I made the Yankee hat more famous than the Yankee game," or something like that.
No, Yankee candle.
I don't think he said Yankee candle.
I swear he did.
Nah.
I made the Yankee hat more famous than the Yankee candle. He did.
Made the Yankee hat
more famous than the Yankee candle, bro. I'm telling you.
No, I don't think it is.
I swear. I promise you.
Shit, I made the Yankee hat more famous than a Yankee can.
The fuck is a Yankee can?
I don't know. Genius is usually right.
Get off that shit. Go do it. I swear.
Genius is always right though, but no.
Play the song.
I thought it was I made the Yankee hat more famous than a Yankee game.
I think it's Yankee Candle, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck, I don't even care. But anyways, fucking point.
If you know in the comments, drop it.
Yeah, please do.
I made the Yankee hat more famous than the Yankee can. I swear it's Candle.
I thought he said Yankee game, but anyways.
Anyways.
I want to compare it.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, shut up, fucking hoe, for Jesus. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But anyways, the way I want to compare it is if you went to a Sox game at Fenway and there was a Yankee fan in your section, everyone is bagging this dude. Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone's bagging him for no reason, too. When I was there, first of all, no one said a word to me, and also the kids that were behind me ended up knowing somebody they knew, random as fuck.
Yeah.
And I was like, where do we go? What are we doing? Give me recommendations.
Right.
Drop it all on us. They told us exactly. And like, for me, if you would have been like, oh yeah, where are we going? I would have been like, we're going to Brockton.
Right.
And I just fucking did. I fucking send you the other way, you know? These kids were like, sent us to the most lit spot that you could. After
it's funny, growing up, I mean, I'm talking like 4 years old. My dad took me to like 10 games a season when I was like 4, 5, 6. Like, he used to get tickets from his work. We used to go all the time. So my dad's like, and I mean, your uncle is like a huge sports fan. My dad's like huge on every sports in New England. You know what I mean? So growing up, I went to so many games. He used to tell me, well, recently, when I was a kid, like 4 or 5 years old, if I saw someone with a Yankee hat, I'd be like, Dad, he's a bad guy. Like, he has a Yankee hat.
Yeah, that's how it was. Yeah.
Like, I was like, I'd be scared of like a Yankee fan.
Bro, I used to wear the Yankee
when I was little as fuck. Me too.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of them.
I had I had a black and a red one.
I had every color.
They banned those from Fenway. You can't wear them.
That's crazy.
But that's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That I don't think they were having like Sox
Red
hats.
Sox rivalry's kind of dead now.
My dad said the same thing, dude.
It's not how it was.
No, it isn't. But like, you know, out of like fucking respect for like the human beings around us, you know. Yeah, you good, baby. But fucking when I was there, dude, someone said something to me on the way in, like, "Oh, you going to the Yanks game?" And I was like, "Yeah, you might want to think about taking off that hat." I was like, "Fuck you," and just kept walking.
I don't blame you, bro.
What the fuck? You gonna tell me what I can wear?
Yeah, I remember I went to Yankee games when I was younger, and I'd be like, Yankee fans behind us. I'd be like, Dad, like I'm 4 years old. I'm like, Dad, he has a Yankees hat on.
Yeah.
He's like, it's okay. I'm like, I don't know.
No, but like most of the time we're like, I feel like, I don't know, me just like, if I was drunk at a Sox game, I'd be like, oh, fuck this guy, get this guy, fuck, you know what I mean? But then and then it changed my perspective.
Because there's
fine
like, over there.
I can't just shit. Yeah.
And you weren't even at a Red Sox game, were you?
No, it was a Rays game.
Right.
Rays Yankee. I didn't give a fuck. I was walking in there.
It's different now,
Red
bro.
Sox
It's different.
stuff.
I bet you 10 years ago it would have been different.
But
15 years ago,
maybe,
whatever
definitely.
it was.
But I also, like, we care too much about sports.
Yeah, New England.
Maybe not too much, but like we care. Like I almost want to. Like, I kept saying like.
I mean, you hear it from players. Players are like in Boston, it's bad.
Different. No, yeah.
Like, fans are ruthless.
When I was talking to the Yankees fans, I was like, well, like in short phrase, like y'all got more to live for.
Right.
Like we're out here and fucking
all we got is
the brick all winter long.
Right,
all we got is the Bruins and the Celtics to look forward to
it.
when we get home after like a fucking 9-hour, 8-hour shift, whatever. Like it's fucking dark by 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Not that it isn't in New York, but you guys can go out to 4 a.m. any day you fucking want to. Exactly. Like half the fucking 75% of the people in the city don't give a fuck about the Yankees.
Yeah, facts.
They don't even know 100%. What the Yankees are. They don't even speak English.
They just wear the hat.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Like and I'm saying, half the people there couldn't even tell you like fucking who Aaron Judge was.
I'm not gonna lie. I fell off from the Red Sox I couldn't tell you.
I started catching back up, but like it's not like it's
right now.
I just
I'm like
fans in general though.
Celtics. I watch basketball. Only.
Yeah.
I watch the Pats every week, but I can't name you the whole Pats lineup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the Celtics, I could. That's about it.
I
watched the Red Sox game with my dad, and I'm like, who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah, this year it's rough to try to be like to try to hop in and be like, who's this guy? Because they're all fucking like either from Worcester or new guys. Or,
I don't know any of them, bro.
We got a
I remember back in the day. Do you remember Jason
Bay? Oh.
Jason Toomley.
Vaguely.
He played for the Sea Dogs. Or no, well, first he was on the was the Sea Dogs single A? Before the Woo Sox, it was the Sea Dogs, right?
No, before the Woo Sox,
the Lowell Spinners.
There he was on the Lowell Spinners.
That's
single A. Yeah.
So his father, Mr. Toomley, was a teacher at Fitchburg High. So when I was like young, my buddy Drew, of course, his dad was a gym teacher at Fitchburg High, and he used to like be really close with Jason Toomley. So we used to go to like the Lowell Spinners games, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, Jason Toomley." I think he went to the Sea Dogs. He played for a little bit.
Oh shit!
I don't think he ever.
I think Sea Dogs double A Portland.
Yeah. And then Paw Sox.
Forget. Well, yeah, it's like Paw Sox was what it used to be
before the Woo Sox.
Yeah.
Right?
Which what a
is it still the Lowell Spinners?
No, those don't exist anymore.
No.
Well, single A is.
I
don't know what. My boy works for their like Futures, which is underneath single A.
Okay.
Which is like the Brockton Blue Sox.
You told me about them.
Yeah. But
that's
yeah,
dope.
dude. Well, let's wrap it up here, bro. We got the NFL draft coming up. I want to see what's going on with the Patriots pick here.
Let's do it.
Well, dude, pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Come on.
It's always a good time.
Yeah, we got lost in conversation there for a minute.
For sure.
Good hour 15, hour and 20 in.
Yes, sir.
Well, we'll leave you how I always leave you. Peace. Believe in yourself. Go check out Keatsa's links. They're all in the bios. Make sure you go check out his food reviews.
A lot of stuff coming.
Very new. He's only put out 2 so far, maybe a 3rd by the time this comes out.
On the way.
But definitely tune into the food reviews. They've been doing kind of numbers on YouTube already.
Tapping to Zavian too. I'm always with him.
Yeah.
And
give Zavian his flowers for doing what he's doing right now.
Yep,
inspiring like a lot of people for the food reviews in our area. Keatsa, a couple other people I've seen started up food reviews afterward.
Yes,
so go show everyone their flowers and much love. Keep doing what you're doing and believe in yourselves. Catch y'all fools later. Deuces.